G'day guys, my name's Geordie Hanson. I'm here representing GoRV today because I have something very exciting in my rearview mirror, which you might be able to see back there. It is the Snowy River SRT-18F. So it's an exciting day. You might have seen a lot of Snowy River vans starting to cruise the highways. They're becoming very, very popular. But then I want to know why. This is Snowy's a single axle multi-terrain, they call it, a multi-terrain. Now, you can't call something a multi-terrain caravan and not expect me to take it on multiple terrains. So today we're going to be testing this van on bitumen, dirt roads, and do you know what, to spice it up, we're going to do a couple of little river crossings. Now, the weather isn't exactly on our side. It is pretty wet up here on the sunny coast, or on the not so sunny coast, as I like to call it sometimes. While it's not necessarily a pretty day, it is going to make that river crossing pretty wet. It's going to make it fun. So currently we are traveling along the bitumen. Now, I can safely say the car is towing it really comfortably. So obviously an 18-foot model, it's not the biggest model they have. However, they've still managed to fit bunks in there, right? It is technically a family van. And it's quite an interesting layout. I had a quick squiz in there before. It's a cool setup, so I'm looking forward to showing you that. So for reference, I am towing this van with a 2024 Toyota Hilux. This has got a 3.5 ton towing capacity. However, I don't need that much towing ability today because even if this van is fully loaded, it only weighs 2.8 tons. So you can tow it with some of the smaller SUV utes on the market. Unloaded, this van weighs around 2.4 tons. The ball weight is around 190 kilos, close to 200 kilos, so that's good. That's nice. That's a good weight that you want to sort of keep the van nice and stable and steady as you're cruising along. One of the reasons this van I think is so light is because of its construction. So there's an aluminium frame and then the Aluplex sandwich panel construction as well for insulation and structure. So it's a light but strong construction. Right, I just pulled over actually just to put the drone up because I found a really quick patch where it stopped raining, thank goodness. But I want to show you something because I got myself into a bit of a predicament. Well, I thought I was going to. I pulled off the road here and gone, uh-oh, there's not a lot of room to turn around. And if you've done a little bit of towing in the past, you might know that that can create problems with the drawbar because sometimes if you turn on a full lock angle right around a corner, you're going to end up touching the drawbar on something. However, I am pretty much at full lock here and have a look. Not touching. We've got room, guys. That means this thing's really maneuverable. You know, like this drawbar is set up just perfectly. You see here, this is what they call a gooseneck drawbar. So it drops down like that, which means that you don't have to have your tow ball jacked right up in order for them to get the chassis off the ground. There's plenty of ground clearance here underneath the chassis, but that doesn't mean that that level has to follow all the way through. In fact, they've avoided that by doing this gooseneck. Actually, another thing that makes this van quite maneuverable is the fact it's a single axle van. So obviously it pivots really easily on the one axle. It means you can get into tight little spots, potentially a tight little camp spot, you know? You want the van to be able to travel anywhere your car can go. That's a big ask, but this van is close to that, for sure. Right, let's get on the road. Okay, and here we go, the moment of transition from bitumen to corrugations. And my car's bouncing around more than the van. So this van has twin shocked independent suspension from EFS, and EFS is a brilliant company. All right, well, I'm not sure if you could read that sign, but it said four-wheel drive, high clearance only. Welcome to the fun zone. So we're out of the corrugations, which is where we spend a lot of our time as travelers, hitting rough corrugated roads to get to the places you want to be. And then every now and then you come to a more severe challenge. And today, that's a river crossing. So it's not too deep. However, it does look like there's a bit of an easy track over to my right. We're not doing the easy track today. Let's dip in, see how we go. Easy peasy. lemon squeezy. And what do you know, there was a really impatient guy in a Ford Ranger behind me. Never seen that before. I'm just joking. It's now time to go and find a spot to set up. We'll have a bit of a look around the van. See what it's like on the inside, because we know so far the outside performs really well. Alrighty, let's head inside. Have a little look-see. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, so at the back end here, you've got the bunks, plenty of room in there for the kidlets. And they've each got their own window there. There's a little 12-volt plug there. So you'd be able to plug in something like a little fan or charge your iPad or your phone. And then underneath here is the washing machine. So plenty of storage up the back here. The kids can pop their clothes there or chuck your shoes in the bottom one before you come inside. Okay, and then here we've got our battery management system, separate light switches. So it looks like here you can monitor your water usage, your solar. This is quite impressive. The bathroom, which is just here, but somehow managed to fit a separate shower and toilet and vanity and massive mirror all in here. That's quite clever. This layout is quite clever, I like it. Alrighty, then we move to the kitchen area. Under here looks to be our cooktop. Oh yeah, beauty. So you've got 3 gas burners and then one for 240. And then a little sort of grill / oven under here, that's good. Over here, looks like we've got a filter tap, hot and cold tap. Nice big kitchen area. And then once you close this, it becomes even bigger. Aircon. Oh, and also we've got the DRS, so the dust reduction system from Dometic. That's good. That's going to keep this thing nice and dust free on the dirt roads. And then here is the living area. So nice L shape. I like this. And this brings us to the main sort of bedroom area. Telly there. Fan there, nice big roof hatch and windows all around. So there's heaps of natural light. I don't even have the lights on in here, I just realized, but I don't need it because there's so much natural light. So the fridge is 175 litres, so that is plenty of room. All right, and then in here we've got some more storage, heaps of drawers under there, and then under here we've got under bed storage, and then around here underneath the table here we've got power switches, 12 volt, 240 volt for if you're plugged in. It's quite nice in here. I really like it. It's got a nice light, airy atmosphere in here. You don't feel like you're in a single axle van, you know. There's plenty of room for the whole family in here. So I'll run you through the outside of the van now. So obviously it's a really good looking van. I really like the way they style and design the outside of their vans. I think they look sleek. They make great choices with colors. All right, then over here, this is access to like your fridge, so like a service area. Over here, you've got access to like a TV antenna, 240 power volt, and then 12 volt, and a TV mount as well, so you can watch the telly. We also have on the back here stabilizers, so this obviously folds down there. You've got the steps there, and then on here are these recovery hitches. So these are removable. If you're worried about someone nicking them, you can lock them inside the toolbox. But yeah, these are great. Spare wheel camera and a rear light on the back there too. We got some more storage, heaps of storage. So that goes almost all the way through there. This looks like an outdoor shower setup. This is your hot water section. And then in here, even more storage. And this front boot goes all the way through. So underneath here, obviously connected to these filler points, is the 2 95 litre freshwater tanks. And then up the back, you've got a 95 litre grey water tank. Under here, these are your 2 100 amp hour lithium batteries. These come standard with the Caravan, which is brilliant. So you've got 200 amp hours of lithium standard. Here you can plug in a extended solar blanket if you need, and that's if the 380 watt solar panels on the roof aren't enough for you. And then up the front here, once again, there is no shortage of storage. So got a front toolbox here with a slide, comes out like so, with your 2 gas bottles in here. So they stay locked away nice and safe. Then up the front here, you've got a nice big stone guard, and then 2 jerry can holders, or you could put, say, firewood in there even. Up on top here, more storage. So you could put things like, you know, some tools. That's a good spot for your tools, and you can access your gas bottles there if you'd like. And then up the front here, another slide as well. So you could put something like a fridge in there, like an extra fridge if you didn't already have enough room inside. DO35 hitch, 12-pin plug, an Anderson plug. There's plenty of stone protection. So obviously you've got the big stone guard up the front, and then underneath here you've got this big brush here that'll stop stones flying back and smashing into things like your water tanks or your chassis. There's your independent coil suspension with the twin shocked EFS there. The chassis looks to be at a minimum powder coated, but I'm pretty sure this is texture coated with that sort of Raptor type spray, so that'll last forever. Rightio, well I think we can all agree that today perhaps the Snowy River SRT-18 did live up to the hype. It's a brilliant van, looks really good, performs really good, pretty good value for money as well. You get a lot included in standard, so go and check them out. snowyriver.com.au maybe, don't know. Google Snowy River, you'll find them. I'm going to have a saucy roll and a donut. See you later, thanks for watching.